Right. Right. Greetings, programs. As you may be aware from the last time I streamed on this map, Epic Games have updated the sky boundaries and how you control day and night time with their border bits, meaning it's fucked up the entire grid because now it's like this. So I'm now going to use the new Sky Dome lights and volumes to try and fix what they have messed up. This isn't going to be a long stream, maybe like half an hour max, because I need to get this fixed. I'm not going to have spent the better half of 2 years trying to recognize my goal, my idea, only to have Epic Games come along and effectively shit all over it. So we're going to try and fix this, because you may be wondering, it doesn't look too horrific, and yeah, it's not as bad as it could have been. However, this is what it looks like here, which is not ideal because it's not the setting we want for this. We want day, and this is what it looks like. Like I'm gonna have to put. Don't get me wrong, this looks fucking beautiful, but like I'm gonna have to put artificial light boundaries everywhere. Right, don't get me wrong though. The way the lights look at night, it's beautiful. But like, I want it back to the way it was, because what I made, man, that was the grid. That was it. And I'm actually really sort of annoyed that they changed it, because you get this, and that's not the clouds being there. Yes, that's correct. There were clouds on the grid because it was its own digital ecosystem. Same as there was thunder, which I'm hoping I can add weather, because I would like to add thunder and rain to the Outlands. But this wrong. This wrong. You shouldn't be able to see stars. That there is no stars because there's nothing in space. There is no space. I do like though how my lights have gone kind of turquoise. Which there was, before anybody questions it, there was a turquoise program. He was in, I believe, it was either the Disc Wars or the Light Cycle battle. I think, and I'm gonna check myself, but I think it may have been the one who is either next to or the person that said to Sam, "You got no chance. Use their bikes are faster than ours. Use the levels." But yeah, it's turned Flynn's safe house into this, which is depressing. All my hard work gone, and I can't bear it, man. It's I'm just currently fact checking myself on what I said about the light cycle scene. Right, let's see. Clue walks away. Thing is, it doesn't look turquoise on the film. But it kind of does, to be fair. But it's the one on the far right and the far left that looks more turquoise, and it's the guy next to the guy who said it. But if I briefly look at the behind the scenes, because I've watched the behind the scenes like 8 times, and that was just while producing this. The same guy in the behind the scenes, when he turns his lights on, when they're showing like the suits and that, he is a turquoisey. So I'm not wrong. It just doesn't show up very well on camera. I am such a Tron nerd. It's unfucking real. So, as per usual, I listen to the Tron Legacy soundtrack when I'm working on this map, and today's track will be Overture. Depending on how long it takes me to fix this, I may change track. Because if I manage to fix this early, like in 10 minutes, then I will go and do some work on Flynn's safe house, to which then I'll be listening to Outlands. So, I'll shut up now. Enjoy me struggling to fix my dying project, and yeah, enjoy. Right, me again. I now need to get up old images of what was once there. And basically, what I'm gonna do, and this is a very, very bad idea, and you shouldn't. If you're ever like building a project this big, do not do what I'm about to do. Genuinely, this is fucking stupid what I'm about to do. But I don't remember what I set anything to because it's been so long um, since I've done anything. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take images I took months back. How long ago was this image? These images were from the 16th of December 2023. Fuck me, that's a long time ago. I'm gonna take these images because they had what I had in the skyline at the time. Now, bear in mind, this was when was this? This would have been when I was working on the city area, right? Which is miles, fucking miles ago. And at that point, the Light Cycle Arena wasn't there. The Outlands weren't there. Flynn's Safe House wasn't there. The End of Line Club wasn't there because I built that 3 times. So this is ages ago. So bear in mind, I actually changed um, everything after that, which is not good. But this is what we're working with as a basis because if I can figure out and get everything to what I used to have, it won't be too hard for me to change it to what I had. If that makes sense to literally any of you. If I replicate what I had 2 years ago, I can then modify that using an old stream, or even better, I can just use an old video of the Tron project. Actually, yeah, if I just pull up the channel, yeah, I'm watching my own videos to replicate what I made. And if we pick the scene where I recreated Sam entering the grid from October 2023, that was October 23. Shit. Oh, no, hang on. There is a shot. Hang on, I remember this. There's a shot in the End of Line Club video where I showed what I had, and it's roughly the same. But because, ironically, um, the way they've changed the settings now, I can change more than I originally could. So I'm actually not mad that they've done this anymore because I actually benefit from it more. I'm hoping I can change cloud colors because the clouds are more of a bluey tint. And I'm going to use one still frame from the film to base this. If I take the shot with the recognizers flying from Tron City to the arena, or even better, the shot of Rinzler flying towards the Solar Sailor, the clouds have a light grey tint to them. Okay, this is going to be a fun one. I don't actually know how I'm going to recreate this, I will be honest. I'm going to try and replicate this as best I can. That is all I'm going to say. So yeah, I will go back to shutting up now. Yeah, enjoy. I lied. I'm not going to shut up. I now need to look at the scene. Right. Basically, an insight is I will pick like wherever I'm building. I will then watch the scene over and over again to get what I deem perfect. And annoyingly, the shot I'm trying to use is a moving shot. Got it. I think the clouds move at a slightly faster pace. Don't just don't. So if we do maybe one, I think that's too fast. I reckon they're moving at a 0.5 speed. That's better. Right, now what we need to do is... Oh, this is going to be a nightmare to do. Tell you what we could do. I think I'm going to be talking a lot more than I thought today. Is extend it to the maximum we can. That should cover the entire island, right? Holy shit, that covers beyond. Wait, does it? Or does it? Yeah, that goes beyond. Goes miles beyond. Wow. Hmm. Maybe it's not too far off. Oh, look at that. These are a lot of work. I think I just made in heaven myself. Right, if we... It's annoying that you can't customize this more on Xbox. That annoys me. I have to sit here and do this manually. Which is a bugger and a shame. It also means that when it comes to doing that little area inside of although because you can get points, logic dictates that area that counts as the real world, I may be able to get it down to a finer point. As in if I don't know how I'm gonna do that though, I'm gonna be honest. Logically I should remake the whole thing. Logically. But if you've watched any of the streams where I've worked on this, I don't go by logic. I just kind of make it up as I go, which is not the ideal thing to do. Thing is, we need a light source. So I'm thinking either I make a whole ambient light for just the entire map and just make the ambient light like a blue tint, which means we get the skybox perfect. We get the light to do what the old skybox did. And I guess we just remake the light box depending on location. I think that could be a shout. We could get this fixed in like 10 minutes. I would love nothing more. So yeah, this could be what I do. But we're going to start off with, what's that, 20... I'm going to get closer to the screen. Alright, we're going to start off with 2,000. See if that stretches the borders of the map. If it does, then we will go roughly 2,000 for the other direction. I don't know how high I'm going to make it though, because obviously I want to be able to fly around at some point, so that I need to make it considerably high. But I think just making it 30 high for now will do. No, it won't, because of the end of line club. I might make it 400 high to start off with. I don't want to like go to max height till I know exactly how high I need it. Right. Jesus Christ. It's still too large. Alright, you know what? We can worry about like the extent of it at a later point in time. Right now what I need to do is fix the main part. So if we just go for 50 height, and then make this maximum as well. On. Here we go, here we go. Alright, half of this I don't actually know what the fuck it means. Come on! Have they actually just soft rebooted how it works? What did we have the fog color to last time? It was like a... what was it? It was like, it's a very soft grey. I think it was either a very soft grey, or it was like a blue. I think it may have been a very soft blue, actually, now I'm thinking about it. See, this is the problem with not being able to skylight color. That was definitely a blue. Definitely a blue. Thing is, was it a dark blue? Right, we'll test it with a light blue first. We go with you. You know, that doesn't look half bad. Not as dark as it needs to be, though. Which is a problem. But we can fix this by making the cloudifying cloud light color. I think we should have them radiating a light blue. I've changed my mind on that. I'm not happy with that. As long as I can get this roughly operational, I will be happy. Right, that'll do for that. What we want, sky gradient, high color. We need it darker, a lot darker. That's better. How does it look over in the city? I mean, obviously the fog needs tweaking heavily. This is too much fog. I lagged. Ooh. I don't know. I'm mixed about this. Obviously, wait a minute. Why are we bright? Oh, because of the thing. I don't know. I'm mixed. I like how this looks. I heavily like how this looks. However, this is too light. Should be a darker grey that these clouds emit. Why is it so light? Is it because you can only see... Is it the light exposure? It is, isn't it? Okay. So I think the main issue is now we're trying to get it perfect. And I'm not sure what we had it at before. So it's kind of back to experimentation again. I reckon. Whereas I don't think I'm gonna get it perfect again, not for a while. Right, sun needs to be turned off. That's for sure. I think if we set what we got that as. That's that blue, right? Yeah. Darker blue than that. Let's do purple. And the low gradient color we should do as the in-between blue, which is that. Then I think what's the problem is the fog is too, ironically, too much. We should have the fog be low, and low only, because we can do hang on. We don't need it as black, do we? Whoa! We're getting onto the right lines, though. I think, firstly, though, they need to be darker. A lot darker. This is good. This is good. This is very good. If we put the skylight at maybe half color, I think that's still too blue for my liking. Thing is, I either make it darker. That's too matrixy. Right. Okay. What about this? Better. Still too much. Right. This is where we refer back to the film. It was there, but it wasn't overpowering. It was fainter. Okay. I reckon this blue, maybe half, a quarter rather, of that. So I think that's good. Is this going to be too intense though? I need to shrink some of this area down a bit. It's too big. So this is what it looks like normally. Right, clouds need sorting out. What if we made the low skybox black as well? So that it was like the color in between the two. And then I think that may solve this. We might not have to add ambient lighting either. Be ideal. It just means I have to go back to Flynn's area and fix that, which will always be fun. Because I don't just got that correct. Right, fog color set to a darker. Oh, wait, hang on. Am I being stupid? Turn the fog off a second. Is it the fog that's making the clouds so bloody bright? Yeah, I need to shrink this area down a bit. Partially, I think the clouds are still one and the same. Alright, we'll darken the clouds. The problem with dealing with so many prefabs. I dread the day I actually get this workable and I release it to the public. Right. What we'll do then? Actually, no. Leave it at that. Skylight intensity. Maybe make that 1. Gradient low. Ooh. Oh no, I don't like that at all. Let's go like look at it. Oh, hang on. Definitely gets lighter as you get over here. I don't think that's half bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's far from perfect. And it will definitely need some further modification. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't think that's half bad. I mean, yeah, I will have to put in a secondary ambient light system for Flynn's house. But we've done it. We've actually done it. How does one search? Ah, you can't change the weather. That's deeply depressed. That is deeply saddening, actually. Maybe we can with the VFX spawner. Let him cook. Let him cook. Maybe we can. Can What if we rotated this? Trying to think what would make the ambience of it slightly more. No, not keen on that. Oh, oh. Okay, maybe. Alright, yeah, no, it's not on. You know what? I'm actually kind of pleased with this, ironically. Holy shit. Oh, that's too bright. Too bright. Maybe have like... that's too bright. It's too dark. Almost there. Perfect. If we should be down the one. Not big enough. 3. Good. Can we have... Oh yeah, we'll have a secondary color. So if we've gone for that blue, what if we have a darker blue in the mix? Can't really see the difference, can you? Okay, we're getting somewhere. It's not... Whoa, 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 why? Okay, my headset's just violently ear fucked me. Let me change my audio settings. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I don't think the purple... Actually, I do kind of like the idea of the purple. To be honest, maybe a darker blue. No, we tried that. You couldn't see the difference. What about that? Oh, yes. Sprite duration. Yeah. Ah, interesting. We can make it more lightning speed. Okay. Right. Burst, loop, custom, time between loops, input forever, time between loops, maybe make it 3 seconds. 3 seconds is too much. Okay. We make... Interesting. We lower the spawn rate to say 10. Alright, all of this just to put a bit of fucking lightning. Between loops. Let's do 1.5 seconds. Generation burst amount. Do 30. Sprite speed. Say 50. Get that, and then I want to take it up a bit. Maybe we want to up the speed actually if we're having it that high up. You know what? I think we actually have something rather cool now. I can't lie, right? For a while I've been rather unhappy with this area of the grid. Now, while it might seem as haphazard in a way where I'm placing all this, it's meant to be. It's not meant to make sense. If only I could spawn rain. That would actually make this perfect. Does this do rain? This is gonna be really stupid, but kind of. Right. Time between loops. Fuck all. Huh. There's no way. Can I turn? Forgive me, I'm experimenting. It's actually not bad. I can't make it. Oh, hang on. While it's nice to know I can do this, I can't make it a sphere, which Annoying. If only you could edit weather this. Now, let me Google. Creative. Can you? Do we even still have that as a? Alright. Thing is, this tutorial is 3 years old, so I dare say what used to be there wasn't not there anymore. So I'm pretty sure what it evolved to is what I'm currently using. I'm an idiot. Or am I? The other one, a spawner. Right, ignore me. I'm an idiot. I'm actually a proper idiot. What I don't see. Oh, does this point for the whole island? Doesn't. Good. Right. So I want you all to ignore the fact that I just spent like 20 minutes making rain and lightning and such, only to find out that you can have it spawn. And it looks better than anything I produced. But you know what? Extra marks for me for trying. I think I should get those extra marks because I tried. Where I didn't actually need to try. Where does the rain end? Right there. Hey, mate. I've been talking to the cops, have you? Keep seeing that video. Good. So it doesn't stretch the boundaries of the grid, which is what we want. Screw it. Yeah, colorize VFX. We'll make the rain very light blue. Although I think maybe a darker blue may fit this area of the grid. 'Cause, 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 You know, I actually kind of like how the darker blue look. Was only team. Well, what if we up the spawn rate to 2? 2 is too much. Oh, this is glorious. Too much rain though. This is actually incredible. It's in between 1.8. Got it. Where does it end? There. Although, you know what? I think I might actually keep what I've got here for lightning because it just adds. You know, the grid is random or not. This area of the grid, it's meant to be random. So, like, I feel like it benefits this. Like, it would make sense for the rain just randomly to stop because it's the Outlands, but that's not. I can't believe I'm putting so much, like, time and effort into an area that's never going to get seen. This is literally just the area you drive to Flynn's house in. But, like, of course I'm going to make it cinematically accurate. Oh, get in. He's gone and done it. I feel like having those, like, larger drops actually helps. Because it immerses you more. Also, we're going to go through and we're going to add some lightning. Because I think, from what I remember, there was lightning. I'm not sure if that was in Legacy or Uprising, though. Maybe even been in that one bit in Evolution. Not sure. Either way. Now, it shouldn't appear inside here. Good, it doesn't. This is unfinished area. So obviously when it gets finished, it will reflect this. There'll be a secondary tunnel probably about here. That's good though. Just means I'm gonna have to be careful placing it when we get closer to Finn's house, because the rain doesn't actually go in there, and it shouldn't be visible from his house anyway. But and we'll just before I end this, I'll hop in a car and we'll drive along the Outlands just to see how this looks. Where does this end? Right, what we want to do then is actually no, we'll be fine putting it here because by the time it reaches Finn's house, the rain's gone. Yeah. Right, so if we copy that over here, and we change this to oh no, rainbow one. Ah. Oh. Can we not see it because it's... I'm confused. Oh, it's because... It's because we modified it to be the rain, didn't we? The fact that you can make a Sharknado in this game makes me very happy. Right. Alright, the effects. This should be light blue. Spawn rate 1. Made in heaven. Ooh. Oh, that's actually really fucking cool. Is it only in that one spot, though? It's good, because we don't want it everywhere, really, do we? Good. This is actually fantastic. What we're gonna do then? I can't believe I put this much time and effort. There wasn't actually this much rain in the Outlands, I will be honest. But by the time I fixed, you know, the bits, it will be roughly right again. So this is going to be more strategic placing because it has to like land out of sight. Actually, I might do one like right down here, just to really sell it. One here, one here. Behind this. If you want a couple further away. Obviously, there won't be any inside the tunnel itself. I want it to not seem too like specifically placed. but like random enough. Right. Now comes the moment of truth. I now need to test everything I put in today. So, this area, still not ideal. But working on that. However, it's better than it was earlier. So this will just need another light bit, which I might do briefly before we end stream. I might set this to daytime. It's too bright, but it's better. It's so much better. Now this part I'm actually excited for. I mean, it's just a case that I've made the clouds too bright. I will do a little bit of tampering before I end stream. Oh, that is actually... This is better than I could have hoped. I think the rain's still a bit too intense. But like for the ambience I was trying to set, having like the spools of rain in the outlines is actually genius. Because the outlines are like the border of code, bits that Flynn didn't make. This is incredible. Alright, that is cool. That is cool. I have actually achieved something rather spectacular today, and I'm very happy about it. I've taken my broken map and I've fixed it. I am a user. Right, we've got a little bit more fixing to do. Then I'm ending stream and I'm going to sleep. Which I think is honestly a fair thing to say. Like it's 2 a.m. GMT. So I think I deserve to sleep. The spawners still don't work. Not the way I want them to. But that is something we can fix at a later time. Right, if we... Where did we put it down here originally? I have a feeling it was... Right, day-night cycle, fixed time. Oh, this is good. We can make the sun fucking beaming. It's the sun, so obviously we want a nice, rich yellow. Oh, we've made it look like stereotypical Mexico in films. Okay. Maybe we didn't want to have the sun that fucking bright. It's not California. Better. I reckon we should put the time midday. Better. Intensity 4. Zoom on. Blending none. Oh, that may be what the issue is with the other one then. No. Doesn't need. We set it to 10. Oh boy. Why? Set that to 10. I reckon 40. Wow, what that thing is there? What if I up it to 50 and just move it? Thing is, this now. I think I am going to have to cut some stuff out of this area. Because it's getting rather large now. Storage-wise, at least. Right. Christ, okay. Yeah, no, this is where I've got to be careful. Don't wanna. This is buried in the thing. I don't wanna. 55.5 shouldn't harm. We're on 54.5 rather. Shouldn't harm too much. $55 it is. This is genius. Epic Games, I take back what I said about you last time I was on this map. You've actually given me more freedom than I could have dreamed of. I just wasn't. Oh no, it's the wrong one. Yeah, I just couldn't envision it. If we up this to 70. Fuck me, it's still not long enough. Christ. I felt because of how large this isn't a map I can publicly release anymore, which actually brings great tragedy to me. Oh dear. Okay. You still good? Hmm. We're close. That's just the height I've got to work out. So it's gonna be a fun one. If we put it at like 105 and just move it to say there. Covers that, covers that. $106 for maybe? Do 107 to be safe. My God. It's still too short. We put 108 and then move to the right. Oh, we're also good on these fronts. Wait, does that cover perfectly? Oh my god. That is... Right, we now need to do the height. We set it to 20. Do 30. Does it extend to down here? Fuck me, it does. I can go back in here and it's all fixed again. Corridor's a bit dark. We'll add ambient lighting, it's fine. Right. I need to upgrade to time 12. Where does this actually place the sun then? Hmm. What if we made it earlier in the day? That's better. You know what? I just had a great idea. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. If I actually cooked. Hold on, let me cook, let me cook. I think I might have just cooked. Oh my god. I've cooked. Yes, but can't do it. Bugger. It's a shame. We tried, we tried. We may have to shrink this. To be honest, what if we just... I got rid of 3,000. Fucking hell. Yeah, it may be like we have to shrink down. I don't want to have to get rid of this. This, I think, is brilliant. But yeah, we've fixed it partially. I just got to nail the height proportions for this. Honestly, I might just make it max size. And then we need to do the box up there. But it's better off than what we had. So until next time, don't have a good day, have a great day. I will see you in the next stream. Thanks for tuning in live if you watch live. If you're watching it on the stream archive, thanks for doing that. And if I've uploaded this to the Tron Project channel, thank you for watching it there. So, until next time, remember, Flynn lives.